Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. We made it to January. Can you even believe it? I haven't seen you since Christmas Day. I'm happy to be here, happy to be able to give you some human design goodness, some tarot readings, and all the good stuff that we love. If you haven't met me before, my name is Katie. I'm a human design coach for women in business. I'm also a tarot therapist, and that's what I'm doing here today. I'm going to share some incredible insights about human design to help you understand more about your unique human design and also give you some really cool readings. So I will start by doing energy type readings. So if you know your human design energy type, that's a great way to get a couple of readings going. So if you don't already know your human design energy type, you can download that from the link in my bio on Instagram, or if you're on Facebook, there is a hi Michelle, good to see you. Oh, two Michelles straight up from Portsmouth in England and Boulder, Colorado. Amazing. I haven't been to Colorado, but yeah, I've heard great things. I'm so glad to be able to connect with you here tonight. Michelle, I think you know your human design, Michelle Bates. Let me just get the link for you guys. I'll pop it in because it is in the caption, but I want to pop it in the chat so it's a little bit easier for you to grab if you don't already know your human design energy type. So let me give you a quick little prelude to what even human design is, right? If you're new to human design, why should you give a shit, right? Human design is a beautiful synthesis of astrology, the I Ching, the Kabbalah system, quantum physics, and the chakra system. Did I say that? I'm not sure. So all those beautiful things come together to show us our human design chart. And hi, Greg. Hi, Ellie. Our human design chart shows you your unique energetic blueprint. So it gives you information about how you're designed to exchange energy with the world around you in a way that creates ease and flow. So if you're into manifestation, you definitely probably have heard about human design. And if you haven't, then this is your opportunity to really learn some incredible information about how your unique energetics are designed to manifest. It's so flippin' incredible. And so I actually discovered human design on my own manifestation obsession journey, and here we are now, like 5 years later. Human design coach, and I love it. So the reason I talk about energy type a lot is because it's a really incredible entry point to your human design. So much like in astrology, how your star sign is the entry point to your natal chart, your energy type is the entry point to your human design chart. And what that means is it gives you this beautiful umbrella of definition, I guess, about how you fit into the collective, so energetically. So there are 5 energy types. There are generators, manifesting generators, manifestors, projectors, and reflectors. And you will be one of those. And when you find out which energy type you are, you'll understand a little bit more about your role in the collective. And I'm going to talk a bit about that tonight. You'll also get some really cool tools. So there's a few really amazing things that you can work with within your human design to help attract more of what you want, which who doesn't want that? And just to navigate life with a little less resistance, make everything a little bit easy. Hi, Tracy. It's so good to see you. Welcome. So some of those are your strategy. You will hear me talk about it a lot tonight. Your strategy is how you are designed to attract opportunities and synchronicities. It's also kind of, it's the way that we interpret or feel the language of the universe moving through us. So how cool is that we get to understand more about that? And also your authority, which is how you are designed to make energetically aligned decisions. Like, honestly, how cool is that? Being able to trust yourself to make aligned decisions by understanding your human design. It's amazing. So it is really an incredible journey learning your human design. When you download your chart, you'll probably be overwhelmed, be forewarned, because there is so much information in there. I really encourage you to just start with learning about your energy type. That's a great place to start. If you don't know, I actually have a podcast as well. It's the Level Up with Katie B podcast. And I've got so much free information in there about human design. Go in, I'll pop the link, and you can listen. Once you know your energy type, you can find out so much information for free through the podcast and through my website. So I think that's all I wanted to tell you. Let me just get the podcast link for you just in case you want to suss that out, figure out some more about your human design through there. I'm going to type that in there. If you are on Instagram, there's a link in the bio. Oh, it's so good to see you, Holly. I hope you're feeling better. Are you feeling better? All right. So, hi, Joy. Hi, Crystal. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So, for anyone who is new to my lives, I just need to tell you, please keep posting. I absolutely will do as many readings as I possibly can. I do a reading for each of the 5 human design energy types. So if you already know your energy type, you're going to get 2 readings essentially. So that's really cool. And then I'll do personal readings in between those. And so I just choose from the bottom of the comments. And the reason I do that is because otherwise I end up doing readings for people who are no longer online, and that's not helpful for anyone. So yeah, please keep commenting. I really appreciate it. I know we've got to put our patience pants on, but I totally appreciate your patience. So let's start. I'm going to do a reading for projectors to start with, because I don't know, I feel like I always start with generator types, probably because I'm a generator, maybe because they make up 70% of the population. But tonight I wanted to start with projectors because projectors are just beautiful. I mean, all the energy types are. But so are there any projectors here? I hope so. Michelle, do you know what your human design is? Oh, who said that, Michelle? Human design, did the design, new to me. Oh, cool, Michelle, that's really cool. So do you know what your energy type is? So I'm going to do a reading for projectors. Projectors make up 20% of the population. So their special piece of magic, their piece of magic that they share with the collective is that they transform how we create our reality by sharing knowledge and unique perspectives. They specifically about improving and upgrading our current systems and structures. So problem solving is projectors' jam, but not problem solving everything. So projectors, each individual projector will have one thing that they see so clearly, whether it be systems, whether it be a particular system, whether it be a framework for something. It might be one of my beautiful clients, Lynn, who is the resilience tutor. She sees so clearly how to help kids navigate their emotional world. She's built her whole business around that. So, as a projector, there will be one thing that you see so clearly. Something that's really cool about projectors is that they have a lot of wisdom to share, but their strategy, so how they're designed to attract opportunities and synchronicities, is to actually wait for the invitation. So it's really important that the rest of the energy types actually ask projectors for their insights and their opinions, and that helps a positive energetic flow. So that's really cool part of being a projector. Can be a little bit frustrating when you don't understand your strategy, right? A lot of projectors are like, oh crap, why do people reject my opinions, my insights? And part of that is because they're not living in an attunement with their strategy. Oh, rest up. Yeah, it can be hard. Hey, I find being sick really hard, Holly, because I just want to fast forward and feel better so that I can do again. That's a generator energy in me. Sitting still is not easy. All right, so let's do a reading for projectors, and then I'm going to do a reading for Michelle, who has just discovered she's a manifesting generator. So that's really cool, Michelle. I'm going to do a reading for manifesting generators after I've done your reading, so that you'll get a double kind of back-to-back tarot insights, which will be really cool. Hi, Lisa. Good morning. Where in the world are you? It is 6:40 p.m. where I am. Hi, Kate. Oh, you're a man-gen as well. All the man-gens here. Love it. Okay, definitely doing a man-gen after Joy's reading. I'm going to just pop Joy's name up there so that I remember. Yes, definitely. I hear you, sister. Constantly reminding ourselves to just like chill out, slow down. It's okay to slow down. You don't have to work, but I love working. Oh, crikey. Yes, I had fun and games yesterday, Holly, getting stuck in Broome. Got home late last night. Anyway, all's well that ends well. So let's do a reading for projectors. See what comes up. Oh, I'm excited. This is the first reading of the new year. Ew. Here we go. Oh, judgment. Oh, I like it. Okay, projectors. All right. Judgment it looks a little, I guess, disconcerting, hey, this card, but it really is a beautiful card that gives us, it's almost like the realization and the gold and the benefit and the growth that we achieve when we come out the other side of some really incredible personal development, personal healing work. So when judgment comes up, we are actually being invited to almost like honor the journey of self-discovery and personal development, all the work that you've been putting in to evolve, to grow, all that beautiful work that you've been doing has come to something that is really tangible now. That's actually, it's like the prize for all your efforts of doing that work, because we know it's not as easy as it sounds. Like motivational quotes and glitz and glamour on social media make personal development look bloody bright and sparkly, but we all know that once you actually get into it, it can be quite emotional, it can be quite heavy, it can take a lot of time, a lot longer than we often give it credit, right, to peel back the layers and start reconditioning and bringing forth the higher aspects of ourselves. So when judgment comes up, it really is this like, hey, you've done it, like, yes. And look, it's, as with everything, it's a spiral, it's one particular timeline, but you have made it through to the end. So I think what's really helpful with judgment is to actually give yourself some space to sit in that, right? And celebrate yourself in that, but also really like bring the wisdom up, like as in journal on it. Like, what have you achieved? How are you different now than you were at this time last year? Like, you will have inherently had huge shifts in your personal growth and the way that you look at the world. And so sometimes it actually takes a moment to sit down and ask myself questions like that, right? Like, how am I different? What have I achieved? Like, who am I compared to where I was last year? And how is that supporting me on my soul journey? How is that supporting me in living out the karma that I came here to express in this lifetime? Beautiful card. So that's for projectors. Love it. Judgment. Okay, so now I'm going to do a reading for Joy. Holly, let me know if you'd like a reading. I'd love to do one for you if you're open to it. Okay, so hi, Elizabeth. Welcome. Oh, yes, totally, Kate. Love it. Hi, Cal. How Kylie, Trudy, welcome. So happy to have you all here. Hi, Elizabeth. London. There's lots of people from the UK on tonight. Love it. All right, so Joy, let's see what comes through for you. Beautiful manifesting generator, and then I'm going to do a reading for Mangens so that you guys can learn more about what it means to be a manifesting generator. All right. The Wheel of Fortune. Joy. Okay, so, fate. So, Joy, the Wheel of Fortune comes up to kind of remind us that we don't have control over everything in our lives. We never will. We're not supposed to. And the Wheel of Fortune comes up to remind us that the wheel can spin at any time. And the fortune, we will never know if it is going to be good, in our favor, or against us. What I would say is that I truly believe that the universe, source, God, whatever you want to call it, has got some sort of divine plan. And when the fate wheel does turn, it usually is in our highest and best, even if it doesn't feel like it at the time, right? But you know, okay, so the Wheel of Fortune really is actually calling us into practices and supportive structures in our lives that help us feel really grounded when life is a little bit unpredictable. Things that help you feel like you're in the middle of the wheel, standing stable. Even when it's turning, you can be like, okay, I know where I am. I know that I'm grounded. I know who I am. I know my direction, and whatever external influence comes, it doesn't matter. I got this, right? So Joy, the message in the Wheel of Fortune is like, fate, that we are working with divine forces, right? We are not, what's the word? We are not an island. Is that what people say? We're not an island. We're not here operating solely. This is a co-collaborative life that you are living right now. And there are forces working in your highest and best. The wheel may turn at any moment. So I invite you into really beautiful, supportive daily practices that help connect you with your sense of purpose, your sense of direction, having a really beautiful, supportive community around you, really being an active participant in things that help you feel most like yourself, so that you can kind of navigate times like that with a lot more ease, a lot less resistance. I hope that helps, Joy. All right. So, hi, Lynn. I was just talking about you. I just did a reading for projectors. And I was just talking about how projectors see one thing so clearly, and you see supporting young people with their emotional resilience so clearly. Okay, so I was going to do a reading for Mangens because there are lots of manifesting generators on tonight, which is really cool. Let me scroll back to see manifesting generator 2. Oh my goodness, there is a lot of Mangens. All right, Michelle. Let's go with Michelle. You're welcome, Joy. Thanks for joining me. That is the right Michelle, is it? Actually, I don't know if Michelle's still here, so I might just go with Kate. Michelle, just let me know if you're still here because I'll do a reading for you if you are. All right, let's go, Kate. Let's do a reading for you and then I'll do a reading for manifesting generators. All right. Anyone on Instagram that wants a reading, just let me know. Okay. Kate, let's see what comes through for you. Oh, 8 of Swords. Okay. Kate, this is a card that really, anxiety, stress, when we've been stuck in our heads replaying decisions that we've made, pursuits that we've gone after, things that we've invested our time and energy in, mostly decisions that we've made that we're kind of going like, oh God, why did I do that? But the good news is, Kate, okay, so the good news is that I think this card often comes up to kind of be like, hey, you're only human. We are not designed for perfection. Perfection does not exist, and we all make mistakes and we all make shitty decisions when we are, not looking after ourselves, particularly if we've got maybe our emotional resilience isn't great. Maybe we've got a lot of shit going on. Just maybe you got a lot of shit going on because you're human. And so you end up being a little bit disconnected from your authenticity and your truth. And so then that kind of leads to making decisions that might not be in alignment for you. Now, when the 8 of Swords comes up, it is that point where we're like, okay, well, I've realized, and it is a bit of an opportunity to pattern interrupt, just go, all right, okay, it is what it is. I see that I kind of got myself in a pickle. I'm not super stoked about it, but I know how to move forward from here. Or if you don't know how to move forward from here, this card is kind of one that brings hope. Apollo, the sun god, I'm pointing on the right, it's hard back to front. Apollo, the sun god, is in this card as well. He's clarity. He's like the sun coming up on a cloudy day, hey? And so not to forget with the 8 of Swords that there is potential for newness. How to get through that, how to kind of shift from that unhelpful loop of really not great self-talk, anxiety, overwhelm. Well, there's lots of ways, hey? External support is always a great option. Friends, counselors, therapists. Emotional freedom technique is a really good way to move through it as well. And with knowing that on the other side of that is like the newfound kind of clarity that you need to go forward is on the other side of those processes. Kind of just trying to squash down the anxiety, ignore anything that you might, not fully appreciating and living up to or facing up to what has kind of led to the anxiety is not helpful. And the 8 of Swords really reminds us of that, to really start working on the beautiful supportive structures that are available to us to be able to navigate crazy times like that so that you can come out the other side with strength, resilience, and clarity and confidence, to be perfectly honest. Okay, Kate, so overall, I would say this is a really beautiful opportunity for you to do a little bit of a look after yourself emotionally and mentally, and you can start talking to the universe, source, God, whoever it is, and be like, I'm open to the clarity now. I'm ready to like honor what I've been through. I'm ready to let that go and move forward into something better, you know? All right, cool. So, okay, cool. Yes. Oh, it's so late there though, to be fair. It's only 7 o'clock here, which is usually too late for me as well, but I've got a lot of energy today. So, all right, let's see. Oh, you're welcome, Kate. I'm so grateful that you came tonight. Yeah, I know. No, you're not perfect, but I'm sure you're pretty close to it. Oh, I love it. So good. All right, I was going to do a reading for manifesting generators. So let's do that. Manifesting generators. And then Tracy, because you were the last one to write a comment. Guys, thank you so much for your patience. Make sure you keep... Oh, Michelle, you are here. Okay, right. Sorry, Tracy. I'm going to do one from Michelle because she's been super... You're cracking me up, Kate. Super patient. All right, so we're starting with manifesting generators. Hi, Lisa. I would love to do a reading. Keep commenting because I just picked from the bottom of the comments. So, all right. So manifesting generators. Ooh, what can I tell you about manifesting generators? The only energy type who are a combination of 2 other energy types. So beautiful manifestor energy, who are the trailblazers, the spark of initial creative fire, and then generators, who are the workforce energy, here to turn inspiration into form, actual 3D, through their ability to work. Yeah. I do have energy tonight, hey? So manifesting generators make up 33% of the population. And yeah, you are the only energy type to have a combination of 2 different energies, which is really cool because it does mean you kind of have 2 strategies and 2 authorities as well. Yeah, do you know what? Yes, it is that way. Probably depending on the unique makeup of your chart, your own human design chart, you will be more manifestor or more generator. And yeah, so having a reading is a great way to understand more about that. So you are designed to respond and inform. So as a generator type, you are designed to respond to all of the things that life is giving to you, and specifically through your sacral. So as a generator type, you have a really beautiful relationship to your sacral energy center. This is where we are designed to be actually making the core of our decisions from. That's big part of our intuitive language as generators. It shows us what we're excited about. And then because you've got that manifestor energy as well, it's really important for you to operate your throat chakra. Manifesting generators and manifestors can have a little bit of a complicated relationship with their throat chakra, because often manifestors and manifesting generators, the things that they have to say can be bold and different to what societal norms expect. And so there is a bit of a journey to like learning to like speak your truth, you know, unapologetically speaking your truth. So that's a few cool things to know about being a manifesting generator. So let's do a reading for mangens and see what comes up. Don't forget, if you don't know your human design, you can, what can you do? You can download your chart through the link in the comments, in the caption, and the link in bio on Instagram. Alrighty, manifesting generators. Oh, 5 of Cups. Oh, okay, 5 of Cups. The energy of kind of understanding that we don't have control over everything, but more specifically in this card, other people's actions, other people's reactions. We can't change anyone else. This is a card that helps us come to terms with acceptance of people and their challenges and our own challenges, and looking at the facts in front of us and being like, okay, it is what it is. I am not going to force or try and mold or try and change any of this situation. It is what it is. Oh, 5 of Cups. Oh, wrong card. I looked at the picture and it's Psyche. Scrap that, because I just gave you the wrong message. The message here in the Five of Cups is about truth being kind of uncovered, right? The next card in this is accepting the truth. So the Five of Cups is actually like, there has just been truth. There has been unveiled things that have been maybe outside your awareness that are now inside your awareness, and that's kind of rocked the core of what you believe to be true. So manifesting generators, this message is all about understanding that even though when we get painful truths, there is usually a good reason for it, and it actually helps us move forward with a lot more clarity. There is hope. Things are not all broken. There is hope for you as you move forward, that things will kind of be gathered back together. Part of that is acceptance, which comes in the next card. But for the most part, this Five of Cups energy is really about us knowing that, like, sometimes the painful truths are in our highest and best. So if you're experiencing anything at the moment, or maybe you're not being willing to look at things as if they are truthful at the moment, maybe you might have had the blindfold on comfortably, and now it's like, okay, time for it to come off, because if you want to move forward, you need to see it for the truth of the matter. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so that was for manifesting generators, and now I'm going to do a reading for Michelle. Okay. Hi, April. Welcome. Yes, I would love to do a reading for you. Keep posting, everyone. I am seeing your comments, and I'm so grateful for your patience. Definitely want to do as many readings as possible. Five of Cups for manifesting generators. So you guys, I've just launched a free workshop that helps you understand if side hustling is a fun way, for an aligned way more as well, for you to create extra income in 2024. I created this workshop because I really felt like there's a lot of people around, and actually I've spoken to a lot of women who have either started side hustles and are like, I don't know, like, why isn't it getting off the ground? Or people that are really contemplating ways to create extra income and wondering if they've got the skills, the time, and the energy to invest in a side hustle. So I created Decode Your Side Hustle Potential. It's a free workshop that you can grab now. I'll pop the link in here for you. Where is it? You can grab that now, and you can sign up for free and do the workshop and figure out if side hustling is for you. It's actually just, there's a meditation in there. It's a whole workshop that is like super valuable. And actually, even if you're just interested in like future visioning and goal setting for 2024, it would be a really cool workshop for you to do. So it's usually $49, but it's free at the moment. So you can click that link and grab Decode Your Side Hustle Potential to find out if side hustling is for you. A great way to make money in 2024. All right, Michelle, let's see what comes up for you. Oh, the Magician. Travel, potentially, journey, soul journey, physical journey. The Magician comes to remind us of the overt signs that we're given every day. You know, Michelle, when we've been sort of connecting with source and spirit, and we've been asking for advice, maybe some signs, the Magician comes to us and says, like, hey, Michelle, I've actually been leaving signs for you everywhere, and maybe you haven't been noticing them. So when the Magician comes up in a tarot reading, it's often a bit of a like, hey, like, source, spirit, universe is there supporting you, guiding you, actually sending you signs, and like, be open to receiving them, right? Because there is guidance for your future travels, for journeys, for now, like I said, this could be a physical journey. I feel like this is more of a like a soul journey. And so the other thing about the Magician is he is kind of reminding you of all the resources that you already have that support you in that mission, in that travel, helping you make decisions, helping you, giving you everything. You already have everything you need to navigate this journey. And the Magician reminds you of that, and reminds you that you're not on your own, right? So Michelle, this beautiful message of the Magician, a few things that I think would be really beautiful for you to kind of embrace with this energy is being open to receiving signs that probably have been all around you. And sometimes really it's just a little bit like, you've got to say like, hey, Can you give me something a little bit more solid? Like, give me something really clear so I don't even doubt what the sign is, right? That's one thing. And then the second thing is like, don't be afraid to make the decision. Don't be afraid to trust all the wisdom, everything that you're feeling in your body in order to take the next aligned step, because your soul journey, no one knows better than you what's best for you. And you've already got so much goodness within you to be able to navigate that. You can trust yourself. You can trust yourself, Michelle. If only you like let your heart lead, if only you kind of notice how much wisdom, how much experience you've got that is there to support you in moving forward. So beautiful card, hey? Pretty nice to have that feeling of like, yeah, Spirit's got my back. Have a good night, Holly. Take care. Hi, Michelle. So good to see you. All right, let's do a reading for Lisa. Okay. All right. Am I going to do a reading for, no, I'm going to do a reading for generators first, and then I'll do a reading for Lisa. Okay, so human design generators, that's my energy type. That we make up 37% of the population, and our job is, our role in the collective is workforce energy, baby. We're designed to be doing things that light us up. We're designed to be doing things that get us excited, and we have a really beautiful connection to our sacral energy center. Our gut response guides us a lot in what we do. So, hi, Jane. Thank you. Amazing. Keep posting. All right. So, generators. Are there any human design generators here tonight? I'd love to know if there's any fellow generators here. We are the most common energy type, so there should be 37% of us should be generators. All right, let's go. Ooh, generators. Oh, 9 of Wands. Oh, I love it. I need this tonight. I need that. I am in the middle of doing quite a lot of content creation, so this is really exciting. 9 of Wands is the encouragement to, first of all, check in. Generators aren't very good at this. Check in with our energetic capacity. How are you looking after yourself in times where there is a lot of physical and energetic output? Are you doing your meditations? Are you doing the rituals that support you in staying grounded and healthy and connected? Are you drinking enough water? All the things that really support you in continuing to show up for your family, for yourself, for your community, if you're in business. So the 9 of Wands is a call to like check in with if you're looking after yourself, and if you're not, what can you do? What small thing can you do every day? Because the 9 of Wands comes up when there is demand on us. It's not just that we need to prioritize rest. It's actually, there is a lot of demand. There is a lot of energetic output. This card is here to remind us to take moments out of the day to look after ourselves. Otherwise, we're not going to make it through, or we will make it through, but to what, at what cost, right? Like our health potentially. So generators, what things are you doing to support yourself right now so that you can have long-term sustainable fulfillment, success, make it through the other side of a real high physical energetic output time, so that you don't crash and burn, so you don't burn out? Okay. All right, Lisa, let's see what comes up for you. Thanks for joining me, and thanks for your patience. Totally appreciate it. Hi, Jane. Yes. Okay. Amazing. All right. After Lisa's, I'm going to do a reading for manifestors, and then I'll do a reading for Jane. Okay. So, Lisa, let's see what comes up for you. Hi, is it Yana? Yana Hamilton. Hi, Colin. Welcome. Oh. Hi, Jody. There's loads of new people on tonight. I love it. Hi, Rose from Dublin. No, I don't know. I don't know how to do an Irish accent. Hi, Kim. Welcome. All right, Lisa, let's do it. Ooh. Ace of Swords. Ooh, new inspiration, new potential. Okay, so the swords, Lisa, are to do with our critical thinking, our inspiration, our mind, our beautiful, beautiful brains, right? Sometimes get a bit of a bad rap because they fuck with us sometimes, don't they? So the Ace of Swords, though, is this energy of like new creative ideas, new ways of looking at things, new belief systems, empowering, hopefully, belief systems, right? I mean, yeah, the Ace of Swords is very supportive of that. The way she's holding her sword upright, it is like that new things, ways of being that are much more supportive of you thriving and honoring your own desires and your own authenticity. Like, really, the card of the Ace of Swords is encouragement to keep kind of leaning into any of those new ways of thinking, new ways of seeing that you might have kind of just grasped onto, just got the like first taste of a new belief system that feels really fucking nourishing and supportive for you to like take the reins and go with it and use it to fuel whatever creative vision you have at the moment. The message in the Ace, Lisa, is it's all potential. So what I would say is, if you don't feel like you're there right now, if you feel like you're more in that space where you're like, oh, I'm feeling like I'm living out old patterns, old thought patterns that aren't really helpful, the Ace comes up as a little bit of a, oh, it's time. It's time to, you actually already have the framework, the groundwork for something beautiful to grow from. And the Ace is potential. It's like a seed. It needs nourishment, right? So keep consuming things that help you feel empowered, that help you grow stronger beliefs about yourself, that help you see the world in a way that is so freaking empowering, that you feel so inspired to go and live and do and create. Do you know what I mean? It's a really beautiful energy that needs nourishment in the form of, well, we're talking about our brain, right? So nourishment in the form of being very intentional with what you consume. Maybe it's like tuning out of social media, anything that's not supportive of you. Maybe it's, just cutting cords with people or situations that are not kind of helping you on your life journey, like take your power back, because this is a really beautiful sign that it's like fresh mindset, fresh energy, fresh empowering mindset and energy. So exciting. Hi, Rosanna. Welcome. Good to see you. I'd like to know. Well, what I can tell you is that I will give you a tarot reading and we'll see what comes up. Okay, so I'm going to do a reading for manifestors, and then I'm going to do a reading for Jane. Okay. All right. So manifestors make up 8% of the population. If you are a manifestor, you are the trailblazers of the collective. If you don't already know your human design chart or your human design energy type, download your chart through the link in the caption on Facebook or in the bio on Instagram. Your energy type is the entry point to your human design. So it's the best place to start, because it gives you so many incredible tools to be able to understand how you are designed to exchange energy with the world around you in a way that creates more ease and more flow. So it's a really beautiful energy. Sorry, itchy nose. Yes, manifestors, 8% of the population, the trailblazers, the creative visionaries. Great at starting things, sometimes not so great at following through, but outsourcing is vital for manifestors. Oh, 3 of Cups, celebration and relationship. Okay, so manifestors, this energy reminds us to really celebrate the deep connections that we already have, really be in reverence for the love and friendships and solid, just the good people in our lives that really support us and make us feel good, the people that we have fun with. Spend more time with them, have some celebrations with them. Such a good time of year. But also the 3 of Cups brings us into this energy of celebrating ourselves, right? Really nurturing our sense of love and worthiness with ourselves. There is a deep connection to self-love and self-worth in this card, and it's an invitation to celebrate yourself in all the beautiful ways that you can, everything about you, the way you are today, not when you lose the weight, not when you get the job, not when you get the man, or the woman. No. Celebrate yourself now for everything that you are, because you deserve that. This is the joy in the journey. This is the spark. This is what keeps us tethered to being a human. It's amazing. So the Three of Cups is really a beautiful card of celebration for your external relationships and your relationship with yourself. So it's a call to honor that, right? Have a bit of, respect for that. Let yourself celebrate it. That's for manifestors. All right, so I'm going to do a reading for Jane now. Thanks for your patience, Jane. Totally appreciate that. Hi, Jody. Thank you. Yes. Oh, amazing, Lisa. Amazing. Thanks for joining me. Awesome to connect with you. Hi, Julie. Okay, so hi, Ange. Welcome. Good to see you. Jane, this is for you. Let's see what comes through. And then we've got one last human design energy type reading, and that is for reflectors. And then we will go straight into back-to-back personal readings. Oh, shoot. All right, Jane, let's see what comes up for you. Oh, okay, Jane, Four of Swords. Finding your center. Can you see it? I think so. See it. Unpeopling, all for the purpose of reconnecting with you, reconnecting with the connection that you have with Source, reconnecting with your innate ability, reconnecting with the fact that you are the channel, you are, without you, there is no creation, right? We are that, we are the bridge. And the Four of Swords, though, it's actually a call, but when we've been a little bit caught up in the 3D, when we've been maybe hustling and grinding, or maybe just been a little bit too busy, maybe investing our energy in other people more than ourselves, very external focused, supporting other people, doing things for other people, and having that be something that kind of distracts you from being in your own joy, being in your own authenticity. So when the Four of Swords comes up, Jane, it's almost your permission slip to be like, hey, I'm going to take some time away from the people so that I can reconnect with me, reconnect with what I want. What do I want to create this year? Tune into your intuition and let that guide you. Tune into the language of your soul, your heart, your sacral, if you're a generator, and let that be the thing that guides you. But we have to get quiet, right? It's so fucking hard to do any of that when we are constantly surrounded by social media, actual normal media, people at work, family members, people demanding our time. Unpeopling is a beautiful way, a beautiful form of self-care, right? So yeah, that's kind of it for you, Jane. It's take some time out to look after yourself, to quiet, to reconnect with the language of you, the language of you. All right, so now I'm going to do a reading for reflectors, and then I'm going to continue on. How are you? Are you still in Byron, or are you back home now? What's been going on? Good to see you. I'm going to do a reading for reflectors, and then I'm going to do a reading for Rosanna on Instagram. And then I'm going to do a reading for, yes. Oh, good. This is your permission slip to start prioritizing you. Quiet time specifically. All right, Julie, I'm going to do a reading for you, but I'm doing a reading for reflectors, then Rosanna. Oh, amazing. Oh, how's Tassie? I hope the weather's good there. It's kind of been yuck on the East Coast, hey? All right, so reflectors make up 1% of the population. Oh, reflectors, they're here to reflect back to us if we're living up to our full potential. So reflectors are the type of people you would probably consider them to be like highly empathic people. They can walk into a room and sense the energy, and they know whether it's a good energy or a bad energy, and that is kind of what part of what is supposed to guide them in life. Reflectors should be at the center of our communities, showing us whether we're living up to our potential or whether we're flopping it, whether we could do better. So only 1% of the population. Incredible, hey? Let's do a reading and see what comes through for reflectors. Oh, 7 of Swords. Okay, interesting. The 7 of Swords comes up as a little bit of a reminder, I guess, that we don't need to share everything with everyone all the time. It can come up when we're experiencing a feeling of a little bit of lack, maybe a little bit of like, oh, I feel like I'm in a creation process, but I don't know how it's going to look. I don't know. So I might just keep it all close to my chest as I figure out how it's going to unfold. And actually the 7 of Swords is that. It's this energy of like, just, it's okay if you don't share your thoughts with everyone. Have your trusted friends and confidants that you share what you need to with to help get it off your chest and mull things over and to be a support. But maybe you don't need to tell everyone what you're thinking or what your plans are. So reflectors, with the energy of 7 of Swords, I do really encourage you to make sure that you do have, like someone that you can share with, because it might be that you're going through a major life transition. It might be that you're contemplating leaving your day job. It might be that you are contemplating leaving your partner or something like that. And the whole process requires some sort of tact, some sort of like diplomacy, some sort of just being very intentional with who you tell what. So hope that helps. All right, so Rosanna, I'm going to do a reading for you. Thanks for joining me. Oh, beautiful. Okay, cool. And yes, definitely. Ooh, exciting. All right, so I'm going to do a reading for Rosanna, and then I'm going to do a reading for Julie, and then Ange. All right, Rosanna, let's see. Oh, King of Cups. What a beautiful card. Okay, so the kings are leaders, hey? They're inviting us into our personal leadership. Time to step up, Rosanna. It is really an encouragement to level up, specifically by leaning into, with the King of Cups, your emotional world and your ability to hold space for other people in their emotional world. The King of Cups is an incredibly intuitive, emotionally intelligent man. This isn't to say that he is actually that necessarily he is that is a person in your life. It's just in this card, that's what he is. And he invites you to use your emotional resilience to step into your power, essentially. Use your ability to hold space for other people, to be emotionally nurturing, to be emotionally intelligent, to guide and support. So Rosanna, with the King of Cups, there is a bit of an energy of like, well, what are you doing to look after your own emotional world? Because we cannot hold space, we cannot be supportive of other people until we do that. So sometimes when the King of Cups comes up, it's actually like a little bit of a tap on the shoulder to remind us to just look after your emotional well-being, because from that, who knows what will unfold, right? Like there is so much magic when we actually learn to integrate and work with our emotions rather than trying to squash them down. So whatever form that might be, whether it be, emotional freedom technique or therapy or counseling, whatever helps you process your emotions. I'm sure you've got some tools and techniques that you work with. Lean into them so that you're better able to navigate emotionally charged situations and also be able to support other people in emotionally charged situations. Okay. All right, Julie, thanks for your patience. Totally appreciate it. Hope that was helpful, Rosanna. Okay, so let's see what comes through for you, Julie. Oh, Jody, you think you're a reflector. Have you done your chart? Download your chart, Jody. There's a link. I'll put the link in again so that you can get it. And you guys don't forget, I have a podcast and you can learn more about your human design through the podcast, I've got episodes dedicated to each of the 5 human design energy types. So you can just listen to that and learn so much about your unique energetic blueprint. I'll pop the link to that in here as well. It's in my bio on Instagram. All right, so Julie, let's see what comes through for you. Oh, I just got really hungry. I'm a hungry person though. It's probably only been like an hour and a half since I ate. It's just the kind of person I am. All right, Julie, let's see what comes through. Ooh, 5 of Swords. Okay. Oh, options and a little bit of confusion. Okay, so Julie, with the 5 of Swords, we're kind of being invited into, it's almost like inviting us into not necessarily making your first instinctual decision. Instead of that, actually using your human design strategy and authority would be quite good. So there's decisions to be made, right? But whatever way you go, there is possibility for anxiety and overwhelm. And also this is kind of, the Swords is a story, a journey of breaking karmic cycles, intergenerational karmic cycles. So with the 5 of Swords, we are actually being presented this kind of energy to work with, which helps us do that through being very intentional with how you move forward, right? Being careful not to slip into old patterns that might be unconscious, and instead like really tune into what you want, what your, like I said, strategy and authority, because your human design strategy and authority are super supportive of making aligned decisions. So honestly, it's the coolest tool to use when you're feeling like, oh, I don't know the next step. What I would say is sometimes what hinders us being able to understand the language of our strategy and authority is fear and conditioning. So what you'll notice, Julie, as you move forward, is if you'll potentially, depending on what sort of relationship you have with your intuition and your human design as well, you might feel like, oh yeah, I'm clear. Like I know what to do. I know what to do. I know how to move forward. But then all of a sudden your brain, your beautiful brain, pipes up and tells you stories that are not very empowering, that critical self-talk, or you could immediately fall back into patterns of behavior that are kind of driven by your upbringing or any sort of belief systems that formed when you were younger. So our job, Julie, in times like this is to really first of all, create space. Do not rush any decisions, and use that space to get back in touch with what you want, what your soul is calling you forward towards, what your sacral, if you're a generator or a manifesting generator, is calling you forward towards. There is no rush. There is no rush. Let yourself create space, Don't feel any pressure to make decisions quickly, and notice if you are repeating. If things are showing up in your life on repeat, it's probably because there is and if they're unwanted, obviously if they're good, then like lean into it. But if that unwanted things are popping up in your life quite often, then that is the evidence that we're running unhelpful programs like deep in our brain, Oh, you're a manifesting generator. So you've got a connection to your sacral as well. Do you know what your authority is? All right. So now I'm going to do a reading for Ange. Thank you for your patience. You know I appreciate it. Hi, Louise. Welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Hi, Colin. I would love to do a reading for you. You're welcome, Julie. I've still got like 10 minutes. So let's see what we can do. Ange, reading for 2024. Energy for Angela. Oh, 5 of Cups. Okay. 5 of Cups was the card for manifesting generators. So, Ange, the 5 of Cups, it is this energy where we've been like a little bit had the blinkers on, and then the truth reveals itself, right? So when the 5 of Cups comes up, it often feels quite jarring. It can be a little bit like, oh, fuck, I don't know if I wanted to see that. essentially. I don't know if I really wanted to know that. There's disruption, right? There is disruption that is for our highest and best, for sure, but maybe doesn't feel like it's in our highest and best. The thing about the Five of Cups is that it is rooted in like the truth needs to come to the surface. The blinkers need to come off. And there is still hope, and not everything is gone, right? So it's not like the Tower, the card of the Tower, which is like, fuck, everything is disrupted. My whole world is upside down. I don't even know where I am anymore. It's not like that. It's just like there is something that is outdated, there is a strengthened relationship moving forward. Now, the cups are to do with our relational world. So when I say that, it doesn't necessarily mean romantic relationships. For me, it always means business, because I'm obsessed with my businesses. But, it can be our relationship with ourselves, our businesses, whatever it is that is kind of forefront of our emotional world at the moment is what the card is for. So yes, the message, Ange, is like there is disruption, there is big changes, all in the name of kind of bringing up more authentic relationships, a stronger relationship. And it is not that everything is lost. It is not that everything is changed. No, it's like a pivot. It's a sidestep. It's a evolution. It's part of the evolutionary process. And it's such a freaking good energy to embrace, because it is a little bit of a like out with the old and with the new, but it doesn't feel that way at times, because there's still that emotional level of breakup, essentially, like breaking up with what feels familiar. How to work with this in a really empowering way is to let yourself grieve what has gone or what is lost. Allow yourself to be in that space. Don't try and bypass it. Like there's so much wisdom in it, Let yourself grieve, let yourself go through the emotional ups and downs of the experience, and know that there is something still so bright and shiny and beautiful to move towards. And as you let yourself ride that emotional wave of grieving and moving on and digesting what's happened, the pearls become more visible, right? Like it becomes so much easier to connect with that next step when we are able to do that. Hope that helps. Hi, Wayne. How you going? Good to see you. All right. Oh, you're a generator. Well, Jody, so interesting that you say that, because lots of people relate to reflector energy because of that empathic sort of nature that they have. Now, there are so many intricacies in our chart, hey, and if you're a generator, you might have an undefined emotional solar plexus. And if that's the case, that is probably why you really relate to that empathic nature of the reflectors. Now, when you look at your chart, your emotional solar plexus is the triangle on the right-hand side of your chart. And if it is defined, it will be colored in, it'll be shaded. And if it's undefined, it will be white. If it's white, that means that you absorb and amplify the emotional energy of the people around you a lot, right? So what that looks like is, and I have this as well, so what this means is that we pick up on the emotional energy of people that are in our space like that. And it feels intense AF, like you feel like you're riding the emotions of other people. It is a superpower, but it is a superpower that you need to have the handbook to operate it, because otherwise it can feel nasty. So that might be why, Jody. When you look at your chart, the triangle on the right-hand side, is that colored in or is it white? Let's do a reading and see what comes up. Oh, thanks. Yes. I was saying, Wayne, usually this is like, I'm definitely like coming live earlier on in the day, because you know what I'm like. I'm a nana and I need to be in bed. But I'm feeling quite energetic tonight, although starting to dwindle. But yeah, happy to be here. Okay, cool. Yes. So did you see on your chart whether the right-hand triangle is colored in or is it white? Who wants the link to my free workshop, Decode Your Side Hustle Potential? Let me know if you want it. If you want to know if side hustling is for you in 2024, let me know. It's an incredible process, and it's great for just goal setting and future visioning for 2024, regardless of whether you even think that side hustling is for you. Oh, okay, cool. Let me find it. All right, here it is. Oops. There's workshop. Fill your boots. It's free for now, but it's going to be $49 from the 15th of Jan. Okay. Oh, it's coloured in. Okay, interesting. That means that you have a bit of a barrier towards other people's emotional world. And actually what it means, Jody, is that you have a reliable emotional wave, which is actually really cool. Oh, I'd love to see your chart. I'm interested. All right. Let's see what comes through for you. Oh, Queen of Swords. Oh, okay. So boundaries, particularly boundaries when it comes to our thoughts and our speaking and being kind of unapologetic about speaking our truth and asking for what we need, not kind of complying necessarily with other people's needs and wants before our own. The Queen of Swords is really, there is a kind of a connection with our emotional world in this card as well, which is interesting because it is a card of the brain. It is a card of the brain chemistry, our thought processes. But as you know, our thoughts create our emotions, right? We have a thought and then we have a response, an emotional response to them. So I don't think it's that surprising that the Queen of Swords actually is asking us to kind of protect our emotional realms through being very clear with our boundaries, clear with what we need from other people. So Jody, that's the invitation, is to really let yourself, kind of build the strength and courage to be able to say what you need to say, ask for what you need to ask for, because you're worthy of getting the support and respect and the love that you require, So yeah, that's the energy, Jody, of the Queen of Swords. All right, team, I'm going to sign off because my throat is starting to kill and I'm also very hungry. I'm so grateful that you guys came and joined me tonight, though. Thanks so much for joining. I hope you learned something cool about human design. Don't forget that you can follow me on Instagram at Level Up with Katie B. That's where I hang out a lot. I have a podcast. You can learn a lot about human design on there. Otherwise, I'll see you next week here live. Not sure what time. Have to work around my day job, so we'll see. But if you follow me on Instagram, I always post when I'm going live as well. All right, team, thank you so much for being here. Totally appreciate your time. Totally appreciate you trusting me to do your readings for you. And I look forward to seeing you next week.